So, Trump's team wants to get rid of the FBI. I'm going to talk about why they want to get rid of the FBI and what this means. My belief on why they want to get rid of the FBI is in part because Trump is picking his cabinet picks, and cabinet picks traditionally get a background check done by the FBI, and multiple of his picks have problems. One has a neo-Nazi adjacent tattoo on his chest. The other is Matt Gaetz, who just recently had a investigation by the Department of Justice on child sex trafficking across state lines for paid sexual activity, and the charges for that was ended up being dropped, but there was still a House Ethics Committee, and the Ethics Committee found or the minor testified to the Ethics Committee that it did happen, and I believe 16 other people testified as well. But yeah, I believe they want to get rid of the FBI so that there's just less checks and balances on them, and they can do more of what they want. So that's the short-term reason. And there is one workaround that they're trying to do. There's something called recess appointments. If the Senate goes on recess for more than it's a certain amount of days, I believe 5 or 10, then the president can just push through them, and which is crazy. It's obviously an old law from back when, people lived everywhere and there wasn't planes and cars and, so just really outdated laws, unfortunately. But long term, we know that Trump is already trying to kind of bring up the subject of maybe getting his term started on Election Day instead of Inauguration Day, which begs the question of, okay, what was he doing that was sketchy that he would want that presidential immunity from that span? So there's just a lot of moving parts, and it's hard to really know what exactly is going on, because also Elon Musk just got caught for having that secret investigation or secret meeting with Iran's ambassador to the UN, which is a felony. Honestly, it seems like that Elon and Trump possibly have been working with other governments, and I'm not sure what's going to happen about that. I'm not sure what the FBI is going to do. Honestly, I wish they would have done something in the 4 years they had instead of leaving it up to these past couple of weeks. There's also rumors that possibly the Republicans used the 2020 election to get copies of the voting software, and then that they used that to win this election, and that there's been problems with the elections data, like not making sense statistically or something. And I'm not sure what exactly is going on. I'm really torn between not wanting to spread misinformation, but also, obviously, we all see that there's these red flags, and, nobody's really reporting on it. So I'm just trying to compile a list of, what's going on. If not for anything, just for my own sanity, so I can come back and be like, yep, I knew that happened, because we've already seen they're trying to rewrite history and stuff. So, I don't know. I'm hoping that they were aware that the voting software was stolen, and that they were able to lay some type of trap to catch them. I don't know if that happened. There's been several FBI raids on people adjacent to Elon Musk. Does that have anything to do with him? I honestly don't know. The FBI is not going to tell us. And the other thing is, I think with Harris, the big thing is they have to be absolutely sure, or it's going to cause riots and stuff. In the 2000 election, there was the Brooks Brothers riot, and I know that they want to avoid that at all possible costs, because then the Supreme Court will have precedent set to be able to say, nope, Trump's just going to stay. It's too hostile. It's too dangerous for the U.S. So I know they want to keep it calm. They want to keep it really calm, and then I don't know. The other thing, I'm sure they're worried about legacy. Nobody wants to be, go down in history as the person like, oh, they cheated. Like, like I said, we already know they're rewriting history. There's just a lot of moving parts. It's very stressful, and it's very confusing. So I wouldn't apologize at all for not understanding it. I barely understand it, but yeah, go ahead and follow for more if you ever want to come back and reference and be like, I knew that happened, or if you just want some updates.